A very good afternoon. Welcome along to Tokyo for rounds 14 and 15 of season 12 of the ABB FIA Formula E World Championship. We're ready to go under the lights and racing here tonight, but it's free practice too early on in the afternoon. Let's take a closer look before we get things underway though. At this circuit and how the season has broken down, you can see we're right towards the end of this year. Just 2 weekends left of Formula E in 2026 and the Tokyo E-Prix. We've been coming here since 2024. It's a 2.5 kilometre long circuit running in an anti-clockwise direction. Sandberg with the fastest lap here from last year, 18 turns in total. We come down the start-finish straight into the 90-degree turn one. Quite a tight and twisty first sector as it sort of bottlenecks up through there in particular. Turn 4 attack mode activated where drivers will get an extra boost of power in the races. And then eventually we come through into sector 2 where the track begins to open up and get significantly faster. Through the right-hander of turn 9, down into the chicane of turns 10 and 11, then through in towards the final sector of the lap. Keep an eye out for turns 15 and overtaking zone into there, and also the tricky left-hander of turn 16. We've seen drivers being caught out by that even this weekend, with Pepe Marti hitting the wall at the end of free practice 1 yesterday evening. Lights are coming on then here as we get ready to fight into the night in Tokyo. As Jake Dennis leads away from pole position, followed by Eduardo Mortara. Look though at Da Costa coming through on the outside as they break down into turn 1. A squeeze there for Mortara on Da Costa, side by side with Muller, behind with Taylor Barnard as they go 2 by 2 over the crest of the hill, down the hill in towards turn 3 we go. And Da Costa just holding off the advances for the time being of Muller, who's getting pinched on the inside of turn 4, and Barnard attacking again with the inside line subsequently into the next right-hander as he looks to try and find his way through.
This first sector goes left, right. You have the inside for one corner, the outside for the next. It is wheel-to-wheel racing in the first part of the lap as we look like we've got some damage on the front of Nico.
And look at him, more pace as well, massive pace advantage. Here we go into turn 9 on the inside of Eduardo Mortara. That's a brave move there, especially in these conditions. Costa tries to defend it into turn 16. Can he invent something into the final couple of corners? He ducks his way to the inside. That's a brave move there from Taylor Barnard, but he gets it done. That's going to push Da Costa into the clutches of Eduardo Mortara potentially here as well. Over the line we go. New race leader is Taylor Barnard just as he comes to the end of attack mode. Da Costa down to second, Mortara down into P3. Evans does finally go for his first attack mode. Where's he going to come out here? This is going to be really, really close. Rowland's on the outside then. Verline looking for the move on the inside there as well. Here comes Evans through on Verline. Can he get through on Rowland as well? Not quite into turn 7.
And the championship rivals really getting into it.
This is so tight here. Rowland defends the line through into turn 9. Evans is going to try and send it through into turn 10, but Rowland's going to block the line on the inside. He's going to force Evans to go the long way around the outside. Side by side they go through into turn 10. Rowland holds off the challenge from the championship leader here in Tokyo. But surely it's only a case of when and not if Evans is going to be able to find his way past into turn 15. We know how much more traction the four-wheel drive gives you and how much more punch and drive you have coming out of the corner. The leader's coming through, but where is Oliver Rowland in all of this? And crucially, where is Mitch Evans? Pulls to the inside, can't make it stick into turn 16 there either. Rowland through for third position then here, 9 laps to go, and it's game on for the victory all of a sudden here for Oliver Rowland, who's been at sea all weekend. He's had no pace underneath him, and suddenly now, in these conditions, his race is coming alive once again.
We saw this last time out in Shanghai. We saw how important tyre pressures were as the circuit dries up during the race. If you go the wrong way, you can be
attacking
punished.
Da Costa. Here we go, sorry Billy, on the inside. He goes through for second position, down into turn 10. He made it look easy, Oliver Rowland. Now into second in the Nissan.
He won't get a free attack mode here. Rowland's too close. If he goes for it, Rowland will take the lead of this race.
It sounds like that's the risk they're prepared to take here.
I think they want to manage their risk against the rest of the field. I mean,
he's gone for it.
He has to. He's gone in for it, but here's Rowland. He's gone through for the race lead. Rowland, to remind you, still got 1 attack mode remaining.
Look at the gap. De Vries is on the back of Rowland. Rowland's got, 4 minutes of attack mode to use compared to De Vries, who's got just over 2.5 minutes at the minute now. But this is De Vries' race now.
It looks like he's arrived in the Shinkansen.
Here we go then, side by side with De Vries versus Rowland. He makes it look easy and goes through for the lead.
Look Look at the gap. De Vries is on the back of Roland. Roland's got, 4 minutes of attack mode to use compared to De Vries, who's got just over 2.5 minutes at the minute now. But this is De Vries' race now.
He looks like he's arrived in the Shinkansen.
Here we go then, side by side with De Vries versus Roland. He makes it look easy and goes through for the lead.
De Vries on attack mode behind, De Vries on attack mode behind. Keep cool, we'll have him. He's struggling like hell.
Cassidy is the man you need to watch there as well. You've got Verne, who has got 1 attack mode left. Roland, who has got 1 attack mode left. Cassidy's in his final attack mode deployment as it stands for now. He's going to have a lot more pace and is right on the back of his fellow Citroën racing driver. Dennis, meanwhile, we were talking about him a lap or so ago. He was in 10th place. He's now through and into 6th position.
Oliver Roland, he should have taken that attack mode on the last. He's still not taken that attack mode. I'm not quite sure what the strategy at Nissan is here for him to not take attack mode, because that's his only form of defence when he's got these cars that are flying up to the back of him.
Dennis has gone in for his final attack mode deployment, and it's a healthy one. 6 minutes. What's the gap between himself and the rest of the field? 2.5 seconds off the back of Taylor Barnard, so it's not insurmountable. It's a tall order, but
Barnard is 5 seconds a lap faster, so I expect Barnard to be gone in half a lap. But can he get into the podium position? Jake's having a great run here, up to 5th. I mean, he started in 18th place. This is an unbelievable drive. I cannot tell you how difficult it must have been to make those decisions, to make all of those moves, which we haven't seen on camera. And now he's up into top 5.
Right, now we've been focusing so much on these battles at the sharp end of the field. Let's take stock, because as we see, Dennis going through for 4th place on Oliver Roland into turn 10. That was a nice move there from the Season 9 world champion. Dennis last time around, a 1:14.528. Jean-Eric Verne, a 1:16.5. But Cassidy, who's in attack mode, just to give you an idea of the offset there, a 1:15.2. He was 0.8 of a second faster than another driver who's in the same circumstances.
If the leaders start fighting, Dennis can win this race.
Absolutely right. Cassidy comes to the end of his attack mode. We're on board then here with Dennis, who's looking at the other Citroën of Jean-Eric Verne. He's going to have the inside line and blast past him on the exit of turn 8 to go through and into 3rd position here on lap 31.
The gap is closing, 2 minutes, so he's got just under 2 laps really in terms of the ability to use that attack mode.
Sure, but he's also got more energy when he gets there as well. He's got 9% relative to 7 and 8% for De Vries and Cassidy.
Yeah, but you want to get there quickly. You almost want to overspend now, get the move done. It's going to be easier for him to defend, or more to the point, it's going to be easier for him to overtake if he's still got the attack.
Right, let's work out what happened then. So we've got Joe Lexington here on Mortara going through into the left-hander of 4. Behind them is Antonio Finch da Costa. So I think it's going to be Ericsson and Mortara that are going to connect. They go on the inside through into Mortara going through into the left-hander of 4. Behind them is Antonio Finch da Costa. So I think it's going to be Ericsson and Mortara that are going to connect. They go on the inside through into the right-hander, then through into the left. Mortara gives a shove there to Ericsson, and then it all concertinas up. Nobody else has got anywhere to go. Hander, then through into the left. Mortara gives a shove there to Ericsson, and then it all concertinas up. Nobody else has got anywhere to go. Got a double yellow at turn 5 though, and another yellow flag at turn 8. Look at this, it's a car park. Huge drama then here. The Mortara's out. You've got Joel Eriksson out. You've got Antonio Finch da Costa. The 2 Lola Yamaha Apps are out. This could be a red flag, and it is a red flag. Jake Dennis is charged for victory. A 1-lap sprint to the checkered flag here in Tokyo. De Vries leads them across the line, followed by Cassidy, followed by Jake Dennis. Down in towards the first corner we go. Can anybody think about sending it through on the inside? No, they're too far away as it stands for now. De Vries holds firm at the sharp end of this one, followed by Cassidy, Dennis, Roland, and then Jean-Eric Verne completing your top 5. Verne looking for the attack here on Roland, looking to get through into 4th place, but not quite able to find his way through. Into turn 16 we go. Dennis looks for the inside line there on Nick Cassidy. Can't quite do it though. Behind you've got Verne and Roland, but Roland is absolutely critical in energy in 4th place. That might leave him vulnerable to Verne. Out of the final corner we go now. It's a 2nd win of the season for Nick De Vries here in Tokyo as Cassidy comes over the line in 2nd. Dennis holds on to 3rd place, and Roland, did he hold on to 4th against Jean-Eric Verne? He did, by just under 3/10 of a second. Well, what a treat here in Tokyo. Nick De Vries takes the win by 0.6 of a second from Nick Cassidy, and Jake Dennis on the podium. 2 races in succession for both Cassidy and Dennis ahead of Roland, then Verne, Nato, Buemi, Muller, Barnard and Günther completing your point scorers here.
I do want to thank the gods because I think we were a little bit lucky today as well. Obviously, we had a poor start. I think we opted for a drying track, and yeah, in hindsight, that obviously worked out in our favor. I think it was very important to save energy in the beginning of the race because once the track dried, yeah, you needed the energy, and I think we were a little bit lucky with the red flag at the end because Jake was coming on strong in attack. But very, very happy and proud of my team who yeah, executed a great race and yeah, scored our second win of the season. So very happy.
And the upshot is with third place for Jake Dennis and a double non-score for both Evans and Pascal Wehrlein here tonight. It's now Dennis who leads the championship by 2 points with just 2 races remaining. You see Roland still very much in contention there in 4th place as well. Mortara, despite the fact that TDNF from this race is in P5, Cassidy also moving up, and likewise Nick de Vries in the championship order.
C'est la même